Dylan's New Nightmare is a 2023 short fan film horror movie, written and directed by Cecil Laird. It stars Miko Hughes, Dave McRae, Cindy Kania, and Ron Sloan. So Dylan's New Nightmare acts as an unofficial sequel to Wes Craven's 1994 film, A New Nightmare. It picks up 25 years after the events of New Nightmare and follows Miko Hughes reprising his role as Dylan Porter, the young son of Heather Langenkamp, who's now a grown man trying to make his way in the world. But little does he know, Freddy Krueger is back. So I don't really get excited for fan films. It's just not necessarily my cup of tea, except for every now and then someone will come out with a really well done one that I get excited about because it's like someone made a legit movie that just lives in that IP. The last time I got excited for a fan film was when Vince DeSanti, who's actually one of the producers on this, did Never Hike in the Snow. And before that, he did Never Hike Alone. Those are just phenomenal films, like I said, that just live in the Friday the 13th universe. And I wasn't expecting much going into this. I've seen a few things here and there. I do know the guys from Horror Show some, especially Cecil Laird, and I know how hard he's been working on this, but I didn't want to get my hopes up because you never know with something like this. It could definitely be, pretty atrocious and a tough watch. But I'm excited to report to you guys, this is a fantastic little movie. It really does a great job of, like I said, living in the universe of Nightmare on Elm Street, really giving you a lot of that same flavor that New Nightmare gave you and being a spiritual sequel. However, there's definitely some different choices here. It does feel a little different. You can see that Cecil Laird put his stamp, like his fingerprints, on this. And I gotta say, that dude can direct because the shot choices, the pacing, there's so much of this that don't feel like a fan film. They feel like a legit little horror short. And that would be probably my biggest complaint, is that I, wish we had more, because this is about 30 minutes and it's definitely a short. And I was left wanting more. I was left wishing that this was a full length. On top of that, I wish even more beyond that this was an original IP, that this group of guys were doing an original movie because of just how talented everyone involved in this is. Because to be honest, I would love to see Dave McRae reprise the role as Freddy, and I'm talking on a national level. He does that good of a job. It's the best from anyone I've ever seen play Freddy, besides of course Robert Englund, and you'll never replace Robert Englund. And I love how Dave McRae does play the role, in a similar fashion. This is Freddy Krueger, but it definitely feels different. He feels darker, he feels meaner, he feels more evil, and like New Nightmare, but even a little more than that. It kind of made the hairs on the back of my neck rise up. I mean, this movie has some teeth. It feels vicious, it feels scary at times, and just really comes at you. And especially for such a small budget indie project, I mean, these guys weren't working with much, I'm telling you. If you could see behind the scenes, you'd understand. I mean, these guys were using shoestring and bubblegum to pull this off, and they did a phenomenal, I'm serious, a phenomenal job with this. I also really appreciate that even though this doesn't add a lot to the story, it's only 30 minutes and it doesn't really give you a lot of what's going on. It does give you a little bit of a glimpse into what a life would be like if New Nightmare, that movie, existed, 25 years later. What would the world look like? And I really enjoy that and really appreciate that as a fan of Nightmare on Elm Street. But I feel like everyone involved in this, everyone that acted in it, everyone behind the scenes, everyone that did the editing, every single person involved in this should be proud, because for a fan film and a short, this is really something remarkable. You guys did a fantastic job. I watch movies all day long, all the time, and I've also seen my share of shorts. And I gotta say, this is one of the best fan films and shorts I've seen in a long time. So I'll leave it at that, but just let you guys know, get your asses over to the Horror Show YouTube channel. It's free, guys. This is a free watch. You don't have to pay money. It's only 30 minutes, but I feel like it's an absolute blast. I'll put the link down in the description, but it's over on the Horror Show YouTube channel.
Wake up.
and definitely leave some comments over there and let them know the pirate sent you. But that's gonna do it for me today. Thank you so much for watching this. If you enjoyed this, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and ding that little bell, because that is the best way to keep track of this channel and when I post videos like this, and I post videos like this every single week. I also want to give a huge, massive, enormous thank you to the Ghost Pirate crew over on Patreon and to the channel members over here. You guys mean absolutely everything to me. And if you would like to find out how you can help support the channel on Patreon, there's a link down in the description. Or if you want to become a channel member, there's a button right down there that says join. But like always, thank you so much for watching. Please crush that like button. And remember, guys, horror can be fun. If you enjoyed this, click right here to watch another one of my videos, and I'll see you guys next time.